Shalom, shalom. Rabbi Kurt Landry here. I am so excited and preparing for Shavuot 5783, the marriage of the mountains. And listen, save the date. It's this Thursday. And let's see, what is that? The 25th of May, 7 p.m. Central. And if you're going to be in the house, you need to register, but you need to plan on joining us online. Listen, I am so full and so ready for this. I'm really thinking in my heart, this is going to be the second wave of the transfer of wealth. Some of you don't remember, but 10 years ago in 5773, I prophesied a transfer of wealth to those who were prepared. And I must say that was a transfer of wealth. That was a real, in the last 10 years, if you look at the growth of some of our partners in the ministry, we definitely had that transfer. It actually happened. But now I believe the Lord is going to 10 times everything because we are in the end times. And I believe it physically starts with us, so to say, gathering together at Shavuot 5783. Let me share with a few things with you just to kind of help you. I was talking with Megan this morning, and I was sharing with her that in the last 30 years that we've been activated in spiritual warfare, I have never had so much warfare around me personally as I've had in really the last 60 days. And I've been crying out to the Lord in a sense, like, Lord, why is there so much pressure? And let me share with you why, and why you would want to join us on Thursday. And also I'll be coming in Friday night, that Shabbat behind that, I'll be coming in. It's going to be kind of a two-part, but let me say this. We must, and we have been releasing the Issachar anointing, right? We need to understand the times and the seasons. And we have just come through the month of Iyar. And that's the second month of the biblical calendar. And the month of Iyar is the month known as the month of transition and revelation. So that's where we've been. We went from Passover to the counting down of the Omer in transition and revelation. It's a time where we look inward to God. It's a time where we reflect so that we don't make the same mistakes in the next season. And it's interesting that the month that is associated with Iyar is the month that month of Iyar is associated with the tribe of Issachar. So it is that time. But now we have transitioned. Listen, this is why I'm so excited. And I'm not date setting, please. But listen, I am so spiritually excited about this. We have transferred into the month of Sivan. Sivan is the third month. And it's interesting that on the sixth day, six, the number of man, in the month of Sivan is when Shavuot is the eve of Shavuot 5783, 2023. And anytime you see the number 3 on the third month, 3 is the month is symbolized is Gimel, or and the root word is Gamal, and the word Gamal is camels. And the Lord's told me, he said, I'm going to release the transfer of wealth and the 10 timesing of the camels for the provision. The month of Sivan is a month of extravagant. It's the Ephesians 3:20. I want to do exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or think. The camels, the provision, the extravagant wealth comes from extravagant giving from God. And so when God was extravagantly giving to us, what did he give? He gave. Think about this. He could have given anything for our salvation. He's the King of Kings. He is the just judge. He could have gave anything, but he didn't hold back. He gave his most precious gift, his only begotten son, the sinless man who lived for 33 years on the earth, that blood to sanctify us, to separate us, to be able to bring that transfer of his glory to us. That's why we suffer. We suffer in the things, the suffering, then comes the glory. But I really believe that the fact that we've come out of the transition and revelation now into the month of Siphon, which is extravagance, but also is associated with the tribe of Zebulon. And if you read your scriptures, you'll see in Matthew 14 and 17, it said when Jesus started his ministry, he started it in Zebulon. What is Zebulon known for? Zebulon is known for, it's called to go out and walk with God. So we're at a place now where we have transitioned from meditation, reflection, correction, and direction. And now we're moving into it's time to walk. It's time to follow me. It's time to lay everything down and you follow me. It's the John 21 time. It's the breakfast by the sea. Children, have you caught any fish yet? Have you made enough? Have you fished long enough through the night of Ayir and meditated where your time and it's ready to walk with God? And so I really feel like I just wanted to share that with you. It's a time to come together. One of the reasons I want to gather, if you look in the book of Acts, it says they gathered together. Now listen, this was a small remnant of believers. They started out with much more, but by the time we actually got down to the counting down of the Omer and we got to Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks, there was only a few in the upper room. But it says then after they had been studying, praying, meditating, basically doing that which you do, in the month of Ayir, they were doing all of that. Then they moved into Siphon and it was time to walk. But before they walked, the room was filled with the glory of God. The room was filled. The room was filled with wind and power. Then the people were filled with the power. So there's always a gathering. There's that upper room experience where we gather together. So join me, join us this Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. If you're going to be in town, make sure you register because we're getting very full on this event. So you need to be able to join us online for Shavuot 5783, Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Please hit share. Please hit like. Please hit follow. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get ready for the transfer of wealth. Prepare to receive the promise in Yeshua's name. I'll talk to you then.